In the meantime, I'll send that site to you.
There. But they're live already?
Yeah.
I didn't get a notification.
Try
Maybe I
refreshing.
should update it. Oh, I see it. Oh, please, I can hear myself.
I know
That threw me off for a
that's how it
second.
goes.
Uh,
Oh,
I
there
can't
goes the
tell where.
police.
This is starting soon.
But you can hear us just fine, right?
Yeah.
Alright, in a bit I'm gonna switch to the game. You can just let me know how that audio is.
Alright.
Alright, but I'm gonna send you the site.
Thank you for the link. Oh, it uses Discord.
Yeah. I forgot. Where's the site? Yeah, let me update you. It's not what I wanted to do. Where did I just put your model? There it is. Oh, there we go. Alright, game time.
Oh.
What happened?
Let me leave the series or Discord so I can hear the audio for Twitch.
Okay. Oh wait, no.
You can put your volume for the game a little higher.
That and how about that?
Let's see. Maybe a little bit higher. Darkening delay.
This game is about to blow out my eardrums.
Is it that loud?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Maybe
It doesn't sound that loud on the screen.
it's weird. It's just like blasting through my head. Let me see.
What?
No, please.
Oh, now I can't tell who's talking. Lowside?
Yes.
We lost Lowside in the void.
What do you mean you lost me? God, hold on. Alright, does that fix that?
What, your voice?
You said you couldn't tell who was talking. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you were chopping and I couldn't hear you.
Alright. Is the audio?
You actually stream?
Oh wait.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I can hear you.
Does the game audio sound fine still?
Yeah, the game audio. You think so?
You're killing me.
Okay, I think you should be good then.
I'm gonna turn it up just a little more to be safe, and we're gonna hop into it because I want to get through at least one chapter tonight.
Okay, okay.
Alright, what was it? Chapter 1, The Summer That Never Was. An island's...
Can I share this on Twitter?
Sure. People are gonna have to listen to me fucking speak.
No time.
And I should probably start sharing my stuff on Twitter too. I don't do that.
Oh, I thought I can't hear your voice through Discord, but I can hear it in the screen.
No, you can't be for real.
I cut you off in the stream, sorry, I didn't know.
Alright, let me do this one more time. Alright, now is this fine?
Yeah, I was doing the same thing as last time.
Alright, let me fix that so you can see.
You react.
No, mute the goddamn stream. Alright, are you good?
Yes.
Okay. An island sits off the eastern coast of the United States. It's a little over 10 miles wide, and most of the year it's a little over 10,000 people deep. They call it a summer colony. When the weather gets warm, the number of people pushing down on the island swells to around 50,000. The town here shares its name with the island. You live here. You're one of the residents pushing on the place year-round. The steady residents don't contribute much weight, though. Off-season life is like a reprieve for the island, like lifting the load off the back of perennial workhorse. The summer crush is a different story. 100,000 feet at once give you the impression the seasonal colonists have all conspired to shove this charming New England rock right back into the ocean. But 2020 is different. You don't see it happening this year. Oh, did I tell you that this takes place during the pandemic?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, yeah, that's making sure. Can't say you're heartbroken about it either. Your name is Jen, but it's pronounced more like Jen than Zen. Most people have been determined to mispronounce your name since elementary school, so at some point you decided to go by Z, and it stuck. It stuck to your parents too, sorta, who endowed you with the romanization of a name which would either guarantee a lifetime of correcting people or interminably acquiescing to their wrongness. You like Z better anyway, because it's yours, not theirs. It's roughly 3 p.m. and you have just woken up. Earlier than yesterday, so that's a plus. And with a bit of a hangover, but that's far from unusual. She just like me, for real. Your bedroom is a bit messy, but you don't notice anymore. It's a cozy little depression nest, and it serves its purpose well, which is to store the body of a depressed 23-year-old woman when she's not working. Whilst the decor manages to accurately reflect her personality and emotional landscape. I don't know if you can see it from here, but that's like, I think there's like Metal Gear Solid stuff up there.
Oh,
Yeah,
looks
Ordi- ordinarily, you'd reach for your smartphone before even getting out of bed and whittle away the first hour of the day scrolling through the timelines of your various accounts. But for whatever reason, today feels a little different. You stand up to stretch your legs and have a look around to reacquaint yourself with the artifacts of your life which have achieved invisibility through familiarity. You've had this exact arrangement of posters taped to your wall since you moved here. Before that, actually. These posters were on the wall of your dorm in college, in this exact pattern. When the time came to make your desperate getaway from campus, you ripped it off the wall in one big taped together mass, rolled it all up, and hit the road. Then, when you got here, you simply unrolled it and put it back up. Why mess with it? This particular hodgepodge of pop cultural nonsense says as much about yourself as you'd ever care to say using a wall. That's like a reference to Homestuck and how he introduces characters.
mm.
Maybe it's a consequence of the media you consume that made you feel this way, but you've always believed you can tell a lot about a person by studying the things they used to like. In fact, you might even go as far as saying in this era, an individual's personality isn't much more than a composite of all the media they've ever consumed, and their favorite stuff in particular. That's why whenever you meet someone new, you kind of just wish you could just look at their bedroom and take a quick tour of all their interests, sparing you a lot of laborious banter and wondering over whether someone's worth your time. Again, it could be certain types of content you've consumed in your past which resulted in this philosophy, but you can't be sure. All you can do is refresh your memory on your various interests to reaffirm who you are to yourself, along with any imaginary voyeurs who have inexplicably decided to tune into your underwhelming morning ritual.
Oh, I can see it there.
That's your Metal Gear Solid poster. You have created a number of fan works for this series, and not a single one is suitable for children. Very few are suitable for most adults, actually, but never mind that. You think Kojima has an advanced understanding of war, which has eluded authors far more celebrated than he. You also think Kojima has an advanced understanding of horny gay men with enormous butts, which is an asset of far greater literary value to your opinion. Yeah, she is that Metal Gear Solid fan.
Oh my.
Yeah. Insane Clown Posse, of course. You're way out of this by now, but you had a juggalo phase in high school. The reason for this decision was extraordinarily complex and layered, far over the head of anyone who would ever be inclined to wonder. Even if you even need to ask why being down with the clown cannot be fully explained, you mainly keep this up as a reminder of your roots. A reminder of a philosophy towards family which you prefer to more conventional definitions. You've
Is
had... Who do you think that is?
that looks like Post Malone?
I think it is
Or-
too. You've had this up since 2017, which is before Post went apeshit with all the face tattoos.
Oh.
Yeah. And increasingly these days he seems determined to look like hot garbage, and yet the uglier he gets, the more fond of him you grow. You will never forsake this kind-hearted goblin prince. He could tattoo a dick on his face, and you'd probably weep tears of joy.
Wow.
It's like you said when you checked out the ICP poster. You like to keep reminders of your pop cultural roots. There was a long story you read when you were young. You almost never talk about it now, but this guy is here to remind you, whether you like it or not, it's part of you now. Yeah, Carcat was like one of the more famous or popular Homestuck characters. So this is just
Hmm.
a callback to that.
Uh,
The calendar marks the days for your shifts at a local restaurant where you work as a waitress. The page is set to February 2020, but this is wrong. The pandemic sent you into an unusually bleak depression spiral, so you haven't flipped the page in months. This is right. The date is April 20th, 2020. You guess you labeled a lot of these months in advance at the beginning of the year when you were in higher spirits. A week ago was a day relevant to a childhood interest, so you facetiously drew a little doodle to commemorate. And today, of course, is Weed Day. Not that you actually smoke weed.
Blaze it.
Blaze it. But yeah, if I remember correctly, April 13th was the day Homestuck first released.
Oh.
So yeah, that's just another reference to Homestuck. Mostly on account of being too lazy to bother acquiring it anyway. But that doesn't mean the annual milestone shouldn't be solemnly honored with the gravity of a religious holiday. As you stare at the calendar, you mostly just can't believe it's almost May already. Has it really been that long since you went to work? You guess that must be right. Early March was the last day the restaurant was open, and you've been holed up here ever since without pay. You've gotten by borrowing rent money from your friend Abby, who has also been shut in since the outbreak began. Not seeing her in months, not seeing anyone really, has had a very negative effect on your mental health. Probably the biggest reason you have been waking up so late these days.
I like the
There's
atmosphere.
yeah,
The,
honestly,
the, the fucked up fried looking atmosphere.
he does a lot of this. There's a ton of computer equipment here lying dormant. It hasn't been powered up in years, actually. Doing so would probably remind you of your college traumas. Sometimes you wonder if you will ever turn it on again. That's probably for the best. Your hacking days are behind you. A lot of those old projects you were working on could have gotten you into some serious trouble. These days, it's all about cultivating your brand. Although it hasn't been going that well. More to the point, you'd probably be the first to admit your online brand is fairly shitty. But one has to start somewhere. Rebuilding a social media presence after a series of psychologically devastating catastrophes doesn't happen overnight. Excuse me. On the floor is a printout of your manifesto. You wrote this a few years ago before your life melted down. It began as an ironic exercise, but the more you wrote, the less ironic it became. You completed it just before the series of calamitous events leading to the aforementioned meltdown. You doubt this is a total coincidence. Since, as Abby likes to point out, the only crazy people write manifestos, which is more than a little hypocritical since she's actively writing one herself.
What the manifest again?
It's like, man, I'm really bad at explaining. It's like your ideas of how you want to like how you envision life to be, kind of, or how you think
Hmm.
life should be.
Oh.
Still, hers is pretty light reading and revolves around her secret RPF shipping theories, whereas the Jubilite Manifesto is an incendiary piece of left-wing literature that happens to revolve around unrepentant clownery. She's probably right to say that it's for the best you never pick this thing up again. Your stroll down Special Interest Lane has delayed the inevitable long enough. Time to get pulled into the vortex of your traditional wake-up scrolling binge. The timelines, the threads, the feeds, the comments, they won't brainlessly oogle themselves. You pause to admire your lock screen. It's a more recent pic of your boy post, complete with all his most recent utterly grotesque tattoos. The man is looking like fresh hell. Your heart palpitates, and you feel momentarily nauseous, but you regain your composure long enough to unlock your phone.
Damn. Oh my god.
Oh yay, let's damn. How do I let's go back? Uh and I'm gonna find something to censor that. I completely forgot about that. Let's see.
Wait, what do you do?
There's just a little black box. I don't know if I can kill that.
I mean, it's not really showing anything.
I don't want to mess with it.
Unless it gets worse.
Alright, you know what? Fuck it. We go. Alright.
Your stream has the 18 plus warning, right?
Yeah, it does.
Alright.
Alright. Your phone unlocks. There's your background. It's a gratuitously pornographic piece of fan art depicting two muscular homosexual soldiers caught in the throes of passion. Keep this one as your unlock screen so that prying eyes in public don't get a gander of material which some may find inappropriate. But as your wise-ass friend has pointed out, the Malone lock screen is arguably more indecent to flash in public. But enough dithering over your gallery of obscene males, time to check your accounts. Most of your effort in attempting to build a brand has gone into your Instagram account. As a new influencer trying to get your footing, you've been tinkering with something in the e-girl genre. So far, you aren't doing anything too crazy. Your dietist impulses are what your TikTok is for.
Oh no, not the TikTok.
The TikTok. Here, it's mostly a bunch of tame, silly photos of you posing around the island. The boys love it when you go to the beach for some reason. They're very basic. Your light following mostly attracts a bunch of simps, reply guys, and rude remarks to the comment sections. You're ugly. Serving looks like a goddess and total shit.
Pickle fart? What?
Yeah, Pickle Rick fart.
Oh, Pickle Rick.
There's no sugarcoating it. Your TikTok is just plain weird. Full of avant-garde shit posts, more of a humorous nature, usually performed in a completely deadpan manner, and with oblique intent to the average user of this platform. Sometimes you will knowingly post cringe, always ironically though, which as far as you're concerned, this is dynamite content. Not many people understand it, though a handful of loyal simps in your follower list always seem to lap it up. Abby never misses an opportunity to reprimand you for your cringe posting. This is to be expected, though. She's a pro after all, and even you know your cringe posts are indefensible. That's entirely the point. Twitter is bad. You hardly use this account, but you keep it on hand for the sake of continuing to receive abuse. You're not sure. The doxings and harassment have finally died down over the last year, nothing close to what they were just after your meltdown. The persecution for your past crimes is barely at a trickle now, which is a double-edged sword.
Doxing and harassment? What the fuck happened?
They'll get into it. And this is the kind of stuff she posts.
Balls piss.
Yeah. Sure, it's nice to get fewer death threats, but it's also a sign that no one really cares enough to bother. Which is bad for the brand. It's been a few days since you posted any content. The fans are getting restless. Well, not really, but they are restless in your anxious imagination. You are just shy of 1,000 followers. Maybe a new post will push it over the edge. Of course, you understand the crowd isn't that eager for more content. You know it's a common affliction among aspiring influencers, the need to keep pushing content out of fear their followers will get bored. As if they're a slobbering pack of wild dogs, insatiable beasts who must have more. But you're not an idiot, and you will follow plenty of accounts too.
You're really overthinking this.
I mean, yeah, but, we love existentialism. And you can barely give a shit if your favorite account stopped posting for a while. They can chill if they want. It simply would not affect your life. Your posting habits are more a matter of personal ethos. If you want to build a brand, the content must flow. So you shall make it a flow. But what to post? This, as always, is the burning question. You fire up TikTok because that's where shitposts go, and God knows you don't have the energy for assembling a respectable e-girl fit or fixing up your makeup. You try to think of more funny deadpan nonsense you can bullshit your way through while lying in bed. Well, not before fixing yourself up a little. Christ, you look like hell. You fix your hair a bit. No, still bad. Blah. You know what? Fuck it. You're just gonna use an absurd filter and crank the irony dial all the way up, looking more and more like it's gonna be a cringe post Monday. You start babbling incoherently. You even turn the voice filter on to maximize the cringe factor. What are you even saying? You have no idea where this is going. You play it back and yikes, it's hard to even get through the whole thing. It's dealing massive amounts of psychic damage. Perfect, actually. This is what you were going for. Let the Sims grit their teeth through every second of this monstrosity, and thank you for it. Truth be told, this is the caliber of content they deserve. Yep, the reply guys are lining up to kiss your ass as always. The usual suspects every time. Excuse me again. A little entourage of loyal and lascivious hype men. It's sort of adorable and disgusting to you simultaneously. You just posted cringe, she don't miss. Cringe baby, you just dropped a whole sack, queen and a true angel. Actually, maybe more disgusting than usual today. That feeling is creeping in, disgust. Not with the boys per se, it runs deeper than that. Your post fucking sucked, and you're on the verge of regretting it. Why is it always like this? Pushing out content. After hitting submit, equal odds that sense of loathing begins to settle in. Was the post a good idea? Could it have been better? Should you have just not bothered at all? It all makes you feel crazy. This media landscape. Above all, you think your disgust isn't so much about the specific post as it is with the general lack of direction and inspiration. What the fuck are you even trying to do? What are you about? You're too depressed to come with answers today, but then that seems to be true every day. You log off TikTok with dismay. You're getting a DM on Discord. It's your friend Abby. Not surprising, since she almost always hits you up after you post some content, usually with some friendly critique. Today is probably no different, and you have a feeling you already know what she's gonna say. Abby, isn't it a bit early in the day to be sad posting cringe? You usually have the courtesy to wait till I'm sound asleep and you're drunk off your ass. Z, fuck off, I know it's cringe. Abby, so this is what it's come to. Your brand as an ironic cringe poster is congealing before my eyes. Z, I guess it's hard to come up with, ideas for shit. Abby, ain't that the truth? Z, what are you talking about? All you do is post vids of you looking hot and saying dumb shit. Abby, yeah. Z, that's a hell of a brand if you could make it work, which obviously you can. At least you know what you're about. I'm still trying to figure that out. Hasn't been going well lately. Abby, that's easy. You are also about looking hot. And posting cringe, apparently. Z, well, not fucking hot enough. Not like you. Abby, nonsense. The sizzling bitch plastered all across my timeline begs to differ. And the gentleman callers you have attracted to your content, they seem none too displeased. Z, Christ. Abby, whoa, and what's this, Z? I think you crossed the 1,000 follower mark. Abby, see, you're being so down on yourself for nothing. You're well on your way to the big leagues. Z, the fuck is this patronizing shit? Besides, how am I even on your timeline? You don't even fucking follow me. You're too embarrassed to, remember? Because it would hurt your brand if people could check your follow list and see my freak ass there with all my past baggage. Abby, oh, that's not fair. You know the game, Z. Z, how many of your fucking 3 million followers would you really lose if you followed me? Abby, I do follow you. With an alt. You know this. Z, I mean on your main, Abby. What would it cost you realistically if I just showed up on that list? No fanfare, no shoutouts, or any bullshit like that. Just one friend following another because she got their back. You'd lose what? A few grand maybe? Even then, it'd just be a handful of snarling cunts you don't need stinking up
Oh
join
my god.
anyway. Abby, it's not even about that. It's about keeping the discourse down.
Hey,
Come
watch out.
on.
I'll be right back.
Alright. What was I? Hey, CK. Right now we're waiting on Snow. We're reading a visual novel.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Got sushi all over the floor.
One more time.
My sister dropped sushi all over the floor.
What the? Huh?
She tried opening the door and she like opened it too hard and she dropped it on the floor. I was like, no, that's sushi. So I said, you know what? 1 minute rule, right?
Never let her around the sushi again.
It's okay. I'm still eating it.
Huh?
That's why I said 1 minute rule.
Nah. I gotta put you in leagues with joking now.
Hey, this is how you build your immune system.
That's no.
I never get sick because of that. Anyways, continue.
I need to fucking process that. What the fuck?
I'm glad this is salty.
It's all the flavor from the floor.
You ever make cats pass by?
I can't.
Oh.
Alright, where was I? Okay, I'll just open it up. It's not even about that. It's about keeping the discourse down. Come on. I mean, not to sound like a bitch, but I couldn't handle the shit you went through. You know damn well we both got the same kind of dirt on us, but like, Z. But what? Abby. But she already...
Laugh?
Did she what?
Did you just laugh like a couple seconds ago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the stream for a second.
Oh, no. But you already fucked yourself up, and I'm still keeping a lid on it all, like, delicately. And if you thought it was rough for you, think about what it would be for me at my level of visibility. Z. Oh, I see how it fucking is. You're too famous, so you'd fall harder than I did. It's fine. I got thrown to the wolves because I'm a nobody, right, Abby? I'm not pronouncing that. No, I mean, like... yeah, you want to give it a try?
There you go.
Awesome. Z, I had to go to the fucking hospital, Abby. Okay, fuck, I'll follow you. Jesus! I was just messing with you. Why do you have to turn it into such a serious thing? Z, I don't know. It's fine, actually. Don't follow me. I know exactly why you don't. I'm just being shitty because I'm in a bad mood. You're right, of course. If it triggered discourse, I'd be the one to take most of the heat anyway. I just need to keep piecing my brand together the old-fashioned way. Abby, old-fashioned? Like horse and carriage shit? Yes, Abby, that's exactly what I mean. I like how people used to cultivate their social media platforms when everyone owned horses. Abby, what? Horses? Z, I was fucking joking. I mean, just to figure out what I'm trying to do or say here, and let people who are into that come to me naturally. The type of people who wouldn't give a fuck about what my past is like. You want to give that another shot? Nobody? Damn, he's gone. Abby, I know you were joking. Can we please just let it go unsaid for once that we always both know when we're joking? We always joking. We get the shit. We are not basic bitches. Z, yeah, I know you know. My dry response to you was also a joke, idiot.
Wait.
What?
You said my name what?
Oh, I was asking you to try to pronounce that keyboard smash. Where did you go?
I was here. I just had to mute myself because someone was talking to me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We're already we're already past it. But thank you. Z. And can you cool it on the key smashing? I'm still fucking hungover, and it's the texting equivalent of listening to noisy traffic. Abby. Chaotic juxtaposition, Dharma. Z. Huh? Abby. Auto-corrected. Key smash exclamation. To take the edge off my poor and feeble friend. Z. Oh. Abby. I do that sometimes. It's one of my good goofs, as you know. Z. Whatever you do that, it's only funny to you. It's just confusing to everyone else. Abby. Nope, it's objectively hilarious to all involved. Z. Has anyone ever not been confused when you do it? Abby. LOL. As if I'd even ever talk to anybody much but you. Z. At least maybe we can agree the notion of chaotic juxtaposition dharma sounds pretty cool, whatever that means. Abby. Fuck yeah. Z. It's why I thought you might be bringing up a worthwhile topic rather than continuing to destroy my morning with your useless brain garbage. Abby. LMAO. Morning. It's almost fucking 4, bitch. Z. Good point. I gotta get going. Abby. K. Any sign of you going back to work yet? Z. Nah, I'm thinking that job is toast for good. Abby. Shit, why? Z. For a while, I was hearing stuff from the owner about reopening the restaurant and getting ready for the summer, but I haven't heard her in weeks. I think she might have given up on the whole idea that there will even be a tourist season and just left the fucking island. Or maybe she got the Rona and died. Abby. Fuck.
Not the Rona.
Yeah, the pandemic.
Yeah, I know. I just forgot the word Rona.
Z. It's fine. I don't really care. Abby. Okay, but what about rent? You need me to send you some more money or... No, I'm alright. I think I just won't pay rent this time. I don't even give a fuck anymore. What's this idiot going to do? Evict me? Good luck with that, bro. Abby. Incredible attitude. I love you. Z. Okay, I'm gonna eat some shit right now because I feel bad. Just the I love you out of nowhere is crazy. You head to the kitchen, which isn't in much better shape than your bedroom. You pause to consider that the only reason it isn't quite as disastrous is because you spend so little time in here. You make occasional trips to peruse your scant supply of food or your copious supply of alcohol. Then, more often than not, it's right back to bed. Your fridge is a total wasteland. It's hard to get out for grocery shopping. Sheltering in place has warped your lifestyle beyond recognition.
What the fuck is that in the pan?
Something. Much easier to order shit, but money has been running low and hitting Abby up for cash gets old. There's a pot of Kraft macaroni you think you made, 5 days ago? It looks like absolute shit, but it'll have to do. You heated it up on the stove for a cup. You're saying you ate a 5-day-old macaroni, but you're eating sushi off the floor.
You see...
No. I've heard enough. You had me at UC. You heat it up on the stove for a couple of minutes, then bring it to the kitchen table for consumption, directly out of the pot. You make a mental note that this depression meal life hack could make for some decent, ironic TikTok content. No, need some work. First you would have to heat up the week-old macaroni. Then to save time, you transport the pot outside and put the entire thing directly in the garbage can. Then, to save more time, you curl up in a nearby bush and patiently wait to pass away. Yeah, that sounds better. Not today, though, because you already shot your TikTok shot. On second thought, that idea barely even counts as a joke. Realistically, this meal belongs nowhere but the dumpster. The macaroni is practically inedible. You force a few mouthfuls just for the sake of preventing some of your internal organs from shutting down due to malnutrition and put it aside. What's next? Oh yeah, might as well get an early start. This bottle of whiskey is already open anyway. That's because it's the same bottle you opened yesterday. Now that breakfast is over, it's time for phase 2 of the day to kick into gear. Keeping yourself alive is hard work. Making such a healthy breakfast every morning is really taxing, and it takes a lot out of you. A couple spoons, as the emotionally brittle millennials like to call them. Right down the drain, just like that. When you're low on spoons, the only thing for it is to recharge another session of mindless scrolling on your phone. Do you enjoy it? Hell no. But the spoons don't grow on trees, and the invisible spoonometer, which probably floats over your head, seems to respond favorably to the practice. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Some drama brewing over here, some discourse ramping up over there. Fuck these people. Absolutely fuck every single one of them and all the infantile shit they argue over. Trump did what now? Who fucking cares? Democracy is over. Moving on. Wait, what's this? Another senile rapist is challenging him for the presidency? Be still, your beating heart. Your attention turns to... Thank you. Your attention turns to the comments your posts have been racking up. Even on old posts, there are always a few new replies to check out for a laugh. Who's this bitch talking shit in your mentions? Oh no. A chill runs down your spines. This was one of the nightmare people who helped cancel you a few years ago. Candace Schmandis. LMAO, do any of you disgusting sycophants even know who this bitch is? Do you know what she did? I'm going to assume if you're willing to follow this cunt, it's only on account of ignorance, but if you continue to follow her after you see all the receipts, then I can only assume you thought she got bored of you, but it looks like she's at it again. She's working hard to dredge up your problematic past to make sure anyone who didn't realize you did that stuff stays well informed. What a service she's doing for the public. You simply block the vile harpy and continue scrolling. People like her tend to be hit-and-run trolls. Sure, it's still somewhat triggering to see them rear their heads now and again, but it's pretty rare these days. The followers with real staying power, of course, are the reply guys. The merry little band of lonely boys who flutter near your flame. A modest simp farm, as you've what?
Nothing.
Oh. I'm gonna go and check the VOD and see what you said. I'll come back for you.
No!
A modest sim farm, as you've come to regard it. God bless them. That's the American dream, right? To own a nice little farm. You can herd anything on your quaint plot of land. A humble patch of dirt the founding fathers died to bequeath to you. They died for your right to harvest simps. Maybe they weren't half bad. Well, no, they were. You're just an enterprising woman making the best of a series of ill-intended imperialist blunders which took place several centuries ago. You guess that's all anyone's doing, really. These boys, though. They aren't genocidal frauds who stain the history books of your public education. They're mostly just a bunch of harmless, randy fools. You're almost fond of them against your better judgment. You wonder how many members of this little flock happen to live here on this island. Probably nobody, since you have so few followers. You guess some of Abby's followers might live here, though. Actually, it's more than likely. Since Abby lives here too, she's probably got a few simps who are thrilled to be living on the same small island with such a sexy and popular influencer. Could the same basic principle apply to you on a smaller scale? Someone following you just because he happened to notice you're local? Not out of the question. You linger on the idea. The 1,000 people who follow you, they like you, right? Ostensibly, this is why people follow each other. The hate which has chased you around has obscured this truth, but it seems likely that this is how normal people operate. That's kind of incredible for you to dwell on, that these people actually like you. It feels like a miracle that anyone would. You're certain that this list overwhelmingly consists of cishet males. You wonder how many of them are attractive. You can't possibly be more than a precious handful. You try to imagine these kings, these magnificent jewels in the rough, that they would bother following you, a complete loser and shithead with a bad attitude and even worse content, while they have the audacity to be good looking and probably sensitive and misunderstood. You realize you're getting drunk enough to wonder if it's a good idea to reach out to your followers through a story post to see if anyone's nearby. Actually, that is not true. You don't wonder if it's a good idea. You're perfectly aware it isn't. What you mean is you're getting drunk enough to know it's a bad idea, but do it anyway. Why waste another second bullshitting yourself around it? You know you're going to end up caving to yourself in the mental debate, so you cut to the chase and just do it. You prepare a cunning thirst trap and post it to your story.
Not the thirst trap.
You check your DMs, and within minutes you collect about a dozen messages, all from the usual simpy suspects. Guys you were expecting a reply from no matter where they live. Really predict the bullshit going on here. If any of my followers live on this piece of shit island, hit me up.
Oh.
Something about this dude's face and demeanor pisses you off for reasons you can't put your finger on, so you block him. Most of these replies are completely useless. I'm in Brazil, but visiting as soon as I can, winky face.
He had to have a Sonic profile picture.
These are your people stuff.
No.
Yeah. These are your people. You gotta own it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Another one of my people.
Another one of your people. Actually, he'd be my people too. Fuck. Hang on. One guy here says he's from Brookline, Massachusetts. That's not far off, actually. There's something to work with here. Much depends on how invested this guy is. Maybe you could rope him into coming to the island soon. Ferry schedules vary throughout the year, but there's practically always one departing from Hyannis, which is probably about an hour's drive from Brookline. Maybe he could even make the trip today if his desperation level is high enough. But then... she's bored. But then it all depends on whether he's worth bothering with, doesn't it? It's quite a puzzle. Thinking about the factors in play, if he's hot enough, his desperation index could be very low. It might be like pulling teeth getting him down here, which would kill the impulsive allure of this dumb shit stunt. But if he's a ghoul, you could probably get him to swim here. But then, if that's the case, why would you go to such lengths to debase yourself like this? Why indeed? It's an internally rhetorical question. Of course you would. Your thoughts turn again to your idol, dear sweet post, a complete swamp goblin of a man, and yet, if he were, in your kitchen right now, you have no doubt you'd ravage the poor fellow. He would probably be afraid of you. It would be better if he were afraid of you. Your secret wish is that one day you hope to strike sexual intimidation into the heart of an American singer, songwriter, rapper, record producer, and actor, known for his introspective songwriting and laconic vocal style.
That is a bit of a wish.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone has wishes like that, I think.
Yeah, I won't share mine.
Maybe it's for the best. I know this is like a mature channel, but like there's some things you can't say on Twitch, you know? Not that you would ever make such controversial remarks out loud. Not again, anyway. Not if you hope to have a brand someday. Fuck it, you say. You only get to ruin your life once. Or sometimes, many times, in rapid succession. But if that's the case, you like to think of it all as one long grand act of ruination. And if you're really committed to daisy chaining a series of life-hobbling mistakes together, might as well make it count. Z. Brookline's not too far. Percy. Yeah. Z. Just a drive and then a ferry. Percy. Haha, yeah. I've never been there. Z. Okay, don't really care. Oh, Percy. Z. Oh my god, stop fucking typing, Percy. Clown. God, lol. Over there writing a goddamn graduate thesis like a complex, well-articulated response is gonna mean fucking shit to me. Percy. Okay. Z. Insane. Who do you think you are? Percy, I don't know, just a guy who likes your content? Z. My content is fucking trash and you know it. Percy. Not really. You look good. Percy, per se. Huh? Z, dumb name. Sounds like the sounds like the name of a cuck. Percy, I'm not really getting this. Do you really mean all these insults, or is this part of is this what you're into? Z, Jesus Christ, Percy, shut the fuck up. I still have no idea if this is a good idea, of if you're a waste of my fucking time. Percy, haha, alright. I'm gonna choose not to take any of this personally, since you can't possibly know enough about me to form meaningfully negative opinions. Z, holy fucking shit. We got a lady killer over here. Percy, I'm flying through the panties. They just keep getting soaked due to your amorous... Percy, wow. Z, moron. Can you just send me a pic already? Percy, oh yeah, hang on. Z, this selfie is corny AF. Fail, bad. Percy, sorry? Z, those ellipses you put before sorry are also corny. Don't get cute with me, like, fuck, I'm not getting it. Do you think you're useful or whatever? Or charming? Like, you don't matter. Your little idiosyncrasies and quirks of personality do not matter. Z, take off your fucking shirt! What did Percy do to deserve all this? Is it the Zelda profile picture?
It's the Zelda profile picture.
Okay, yeah. Oh, there she goes. Z. LMAO. Percy, you aren't going to upset me. I get it now. You just like talking shit. It's your thing. That's cool. Go ahead and tell me how bad I look. I can take it. Z. No, cuck. I'm not fucking with you. You literally just made me laugh so hard I puked in my macaroni. Percy, okay. That's not true, but good one. Z, you did! That dumb fuck face. Your simp-ass fuckboy Casanova face. Oh my god. Dipshit, you're so dumb. I loud so much I barfed. Also, I drank too much. Percy, well, you definitely do seem drunk. But I still don't believe you. I don't think you barfed. I think you're saying that for comical effect to own me, if you will. Zita, own me, if you will. Percy, Z, you suck so bad, Percy, little shirtless baby boy from Brookline, Percy, simpy, peccary nips. Now, mommy would be so proud of you and your cute little nippies. Check this out, stupid. Yeah, you know, the nippies. Check this out, stupid.
Oh, no, I knew she was gonna do that.
Percy, you probably just googled that. Z, nope. Look. Percy, oh well, okay. I believe you puked. Good one. Are you alright, though? Z, no man, this isn't happening. Percy, what isn't? Z, we aren't bonding over my fucking macaroni puke. Like, this isn't a moment we're having. We aren't becoming friends, and you aren't going to fuck me. Z, bye, Purse.
Damn, she's something.
Yeah, a handful. The shenanigan is... I mean, you know what they say about bullies. They're all lonely at heart, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The shenanigan is complete, you suppose. It can be a rush to pull shit like this for reasons you couldn't really explain. But the rush is always short-lived. What soon fills the void it leaves behind is that unmistakable feeling of self-loathing and disgust. It's all a joke, isn't it? Your life, your brand, come to think of it, you're not sure which of those two words is more deserving of derisive quotes. Maybe your quest to build a brand is childish, more vainglory, clout-seeking, contributing to the loud and laborized rasp of Western civilization's last dinosaurial grasp. Maybe you should just delete all your accounts. It's not the first time you've had this thought, but it will be the last. The last thought you have before you pass out, that is. Out like a light.
Goodbye.
Yep.
Oh no. This is so sweet.
She's dead. Let me stop. And here comes the manifesto again. Everything is just becoming the manifesto.
What the fuck is going on? Not a man over there.
Yeah.
This music.
The music goes a little hard, you know?
What in the fucking Undertale is going on?
You told me this doesn't happen to you when you get drunk and black out.
No, I lose my memory.
Oh. Well, I mean, maybe this is happening, but you just lose your memory.
I crash into doors and then I fucking knock down a TV and then I fucking fall and knock out.
I forgot about the TV.
Oh, I told you this, huh?
Yeah. Your work is unfinished.
Oh.
That was one hell of a dream. You haven't had one like that in years. Not since all the terrible stuff was happening in your life. Not since your dad was sick and you were deliriously hammering away at your manifesto. It's not surprising the dream included both. You hate dreaming about him, always with the body horror shit.
Oh, it was her dad?
Yeah. And then at the end, the strange man floating in space, the ephemeral muse himself. Could he really be back? Wait, what time is it? Oh god, it's dark. How long did you black out? Looks like Abby's already tried messaging you a couple of times. Your head hurts, your mouth still tastes like cheese-flavored barf.
Oh.
Abby, oh wait, shit. Wow, you look like fucking shit. Z, thanks. Abby, everything okay? Z, I puked in a pot of macaroni and fell asleep for a few hours. Now it's dark. Really productive day all around. Oh yeah, I also have some vague recollection of tormenting a semi-local simp who slid into my DMs. Abby, LOL, slid? I saw your thirst trap, fool. It seemed unusually desperate, even by your standards. Made me worry, Z. So you started pelting my unconscious body with chat invites? It's cool you're my mom now. Abby, well somebody has to be. The hag who physically birthed you fucked off, right? Z. The fucking off was mutual, Abby. When was the last time she talked to you? Z. Not since the incident. Works fine for me. You can be my mom. You're hotter and have much more clout anyway. Abby. True. Z. As if I could spare a single precious second of my day for ugly bitches. Abby. LMAO. Whereas ugly men are obviously a different story. Z. Obviously. Abby. Is Post Malone still your lock screen? Z. Yeah. Abby. You've got this shit all backwards. The nasty NSFW art should be your lock screen, and the post should be the unlock. Abby. So much more embarrassing and obscene if anybody catches you in public with that post on your phone. Z.
That's
So
what
you've
I'm
said.
saying.
I don't really know much about Post Malone to like get the hate.
No, it's more like flip the pictures around, have the the gay shit in the lock screen.
I think it's funnier, like you break into like her phone and then there, just Metal Gear Solid. But that's a conversation for later.
Oh.
Z, you're right, of course, but I don't give a shit. I love him. He's a sublime gargoyle, an exquisite heap of human garbage, the perfect affront to all my senses. Abby. Your taste is so bad. You're completely unfathomable. It's like you need a 0 or a 10 and that's it. Anything between, and you're like contemptuously asexual. Z, not inaccurate. Abby, what about this simp you were toying with? How'd he look? Z, average, a little below maybe. Really uncanny valley stuff. Totally standard reply boy fare. He might have been nice though, I don't remember. Abby, lol, they're always nice. Doesn't mean shit. Z, I know. Abby, you said he's local? You going anywhere with this or pulling the plug? Z, the latter, I'm sure. Abby, maybe you should modify your standards a bit and reel him in. Z, we're in fucking quarantine lockdown, Abby. Abby, so? This thing is all kinda overblown. Abby, we aren't supposed to, like, go to concerts and shit and get sneezed on by groups of people or whatever. I don't see much harm in hanging out with a few people on an individual basis from time to time. Z, and by this I assume you mean Abby. What do you think? I haven't been keeping myself entertained. I still have people over all the time. Z, pretty dumb shit, Abby. What? You surprised? Z, to hear you're still an atrocious slut? Not at all. But your parents are supposed to be the ones claimed by the boomer remover, not you. You can't just die off before you take all their money. Please don't do that to me. Abby, I'll be fine. I'll get a little cough and that's it. Big deal. Oh, wait. Maybe then I can infect them. Z, oh, actually, now you're using your fucking brain for once. Abby, seriously though, when was the last time you hooked up with anybody? I seem to remember you were very busy, what, last summer? Z, I guess that was the last time. I haven't really been in the mood ever since. Abby, you kept updating me on the revolving door of weird dudes you were picking up from the restaurant. I missed that. The stories were so good. Z, yeah, it was a real circus in here for a while. But I don't need shit like that in my life at the moment. Abby, did your boss even know you were picking up her gross milk customers? Z, as far as I know, she never found out. Doesn't matter. She's dead now anyway. What? Did you hear something or... No, it's just a reality I've chosen to believe. I'm pretty sure I'm quitting that job even if she reappears. I don't give a fuck anymore. Good move. I highly recommend not having a job and never planning to have one in the future ever. You're rich. I also highly recommend being rich. Working on it. Not hard enough apparently. You got a straight shot to riches right here, bitch. Just marry into my fortune. Won't even make you sign a prenup. That's super generous, but no thanks. I want to make my millions the honest way, by helping you rip off your parents. Yeah, but all that does is give me their money. What does that leave you without the marriage certificate, huh? Oh, that's easy. You'll give it to me cause you wanna. I mean, yeah, probably. Z, I'll miss that restaurant if you ever go wait tables there again. I won't. It's where we met, remember? Yep. Why didn't you pick me up that day, huh? Why'd you have to friend zone me so hard? Fucking brutal. It's because you're an ugly rich cunt, and I probably thought you looked smelly that day. Bullshit. You dragged every sewer creature you waited on back to your place. LOL. And you have the audacity to call me a slut. You are. So are you. I'm really not a slut per se, so much as a person with an especially punitive set of self-harming patterns. Well, if you hate yourself so much, why not, self-harm a bit with me sometime? Because I'm a filthy homophobe? This is a matter of public record, remember? Oh, well, no you're not. Sure I am. I hate gays. Yo, joking? Let me stop while Jokey's not here. No, you don't. Well, you're gay and I hate you. I'm not even gay. You're gay enough. Don't erase my bisexuality. I'll erase whatever the fuck I want. Wow. I like it. Oh, thanks for the sub. I said sub, follow. Where was I? If we ever actually slept together, I'd fucking annihilate your bisexuality. You'd become a permanent lesbian.
Damn.
Whoa, Z. This is getting out of hand. This will never happen, Abby. I'm deeply committed to being problematically homophobic, heterosexual piece of shit who sometimes enjoys the company of ambiguously reptilian men. Besides, you're my mom, remember? Oh yeah, I can't exactly fuck my mom now, can I? I'm deep into cancellation purgatory as it is. Yeah, I would never do that to you. As my daughter, you are my responsibility. Hey, seeing as we now clearly no longer care about quarantine so that I can catch this disease ASAP and kill my parents, why don't you come over tonight? I can cook something for you. Probably something better than macaroni barf. Oh no. Come on! My place is huge and expensive and extremely empty. Doesn't that sound better than wallowing in your nasty little depression cave? I guess. Maybe we could snap some content by the beach tomorrow. You know how the Sips always love the beach shit. Yeah, but I don't think I'll be putting out content like that anymore. I'm thinking of revamping the whole brand. Oh? Yeah, I just had this crazy fucking dream. It was so wild. I think my subconscious was trying to tell me something important. I don't know if it's a good idea, technically, but I'm obligated to do it now. The shit was too powerful to just write off. Do what? Remember my manifesto? Oh god, that thing? Yeah, I know. It's all pretty out there, but I think there's something to work with there. Well, if it gets you to come over here and helps you pull yourself together, then I'm all for it. I support you no matter what. What a pal. The true test of friendship is if you can humor each other's manifestos. Well, you humor mine, don't you? Oh yeah, I'm all fucking about the truth of Jim Cook's secret romance. Oh well, G Cook actually. But yeah, thank you for your crucial support. I will say your place is the fucking bomb. Do you think your parents will vacation there again this summer? Or are they Rona spooked like everyone else? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they hunkered down at the family compound all summer. Good riddance if so. It still amazes me that they're okay with you just squatting in their $10 million vacation home, like, permanently. The fuck are they even gonna do about it? I have the keys and I'm a grown woman who does as she pleases. No arguing with that. Bet they must feel like they're getting a great return on that Harvard biz degree they bought you. Yeah, fuck that. I'm doing some numbers, motherfuckers, and my brand is popping. Something tells me that they're unimpressed by your meteorically accumulated clout. Yeah, they take a huge boomer shit over it any chance they get. I really wonder what they, wanted. What were they picturing? I'd leave school and slide into an Amazon VP spot or some shit? They probably could have made something like that happen if you were so inclined. I mean, maybe, but what the fuck do they think business is? I'm doing business here. People like my brand, and this is how you make shit happen. Like, I can build on this to do whatever, later. I didn't even need my fucking degree. At least you finished it. Wait, yeah, okay. Which mainly served the purpose of staving off their massive disappointment in you. Instead, they're only mildly disappointed. Yeah, I'm sorry about all that. It's alright, I ended up saving them a lot of money by psychologically imploding halfway through. MIT is actually super expensive if you weren't aware. Oh yeah, one time my parents looked into buying it. I meant the tuition, you buffoon. I know! God. Z, remember we promised to always know when we were joking? Oh yeah. Anyways, it's not like they had the kind of money your parents did to throw at an expensive education. They had to work hard for that, as they reminded me often. I'll be an eternal failure to them, which means they're failures too. Oh well. The problem half solved itself, so who really gives a fuck? Huh? I strongly recommend having at least one dead parent. Oh. Two is ideal, but what can you do? Aside from contemplating casual biological warfare, yeah, my mom would never succumb to the Rona though, not her style. Still, so funny to me that your plan to get away from all that life drama was to come here of all places. All melodramatically like, fuck this life, I'm running away to an island. Which makes you think of like a remote island in the Pacific or something. Yeah, I mean, that was the plan. At one point I was looking at Guam. Then I settled on Fiji as the ideal getaway place. That didn't really pan out. Fiji sounds nice. Yeah, Fiji's the fucking shit. But then you just hopped on a ferry to the nearest island possible. It was cheap. Poor, remember? LOL. You think she still keeps up with you, like, on your accounts? I'm sure mom has no idea they even exist. It was almost a moot point, though. Before my insane dream, I was thinking about deleting them all. What? I just get that way sometimes. Aside from my crazy ideas, which should probably never see the light of day, I'm actually just so fucking boring. No, you're so funny. You're such an untapped resource. It's a crime you've been going to waste. I know you've been through some shit, but there are always ways to rebound from that. Yeah, but I still agonize stupidly, and I wonder if I should just question the source of this torment. The internet is fucking insane. It just sits there, a bedeviling temptation, this massive, ominously humming well of satanic potential just beckoning you constantly. And if you aren't using it in some way to make something of yourself or elevate your identity somehow, it makes you feel like you're wasting a huge opportunity or something. Or even wasting your life. It's like you were just like saying like, I'm so funny and therefore it's a waste if I just fucking log off. But a waste of what? The system makes me feel like I'm wasting a resource by withholding myself from the system. What if the system is what's wasting me? Damn. So maybe I should listen to the sane voices in my head instead of the insane ones. Like, forget that weird dream, just delete all this shit and try to get my life together in a more normal way. That's all totally fair, I hear you, but even if you wanted to go full normie, it's not like society is even functioning normally now anyway. God damn it. Yeah, you're right. Not trying to invalidate you here, just saying, like, wait, hang on. Before you decide anything, I want to show you something. Oh shit. You just followed me on Maine? Yeah. You sure you ready to take this kind of heat? I did it just after we talked. I felt like a fucking tool, but nobody's even noticed yet. Maybe it'll never even come up. Yeah, you're a paranoid bitch. So am I, maybe. Probably been overthinking this. Also, I decided something else. True. Oh shit, I didn't decide. For Rudy and Sylvia, I'm just playing a visual novel called Psycholonials. Or, well, reading. Not much play. What was I? Also, I've decided something else. If you really do decide to relaunch your brand, even if it's a bunch of crazy shit, I'll give you some shoutouts. I don't care if people think it's weird. That's what friends do. They support each other. Don't worry about figuring it out, though. Just come over. I'm bored and I miss you. And you need to eat something real for a change. Oh well, alright. I'll head over. Yay! Oh, but don't drive drunk. Get a lift or something. Or I can just pick you up. Don't worry, Mom. I'm fine. The nap sobered me up. You promise? Yeah, okay, heading out. You kill the video chat. It leaves a loud silence behind. Maybe it's the sound of the ominously humming well of satanic potential you just described to your friend. A sound you can hear all the time, but only now are paying close attention to. Everything you said to her was true, of course. You believe it with every fiber of your being. The internet is evil. You've always known this. The louder the silence gets, the more you begin to wonder if it's the only thing you've ever truly believed with any real passion. Aside from all this, of course. Alright, maybe you aren't as sober as you led Abby to believe. Still, you should be good to drive. Because that's totally a good idea, right?
Huh?
She thinks she's good to go to drive. Get behind the wheel, just book it over.
No. No.
Smart.
Snow gets it. You grab your manifesto. You'll need to spend a few days brushing up on the material if you're serious about this, which you're still not sure if you are yet, but it won't hurt to bring it along and start reading. As you exit your apartment, you can't shake the feeling that everything is about to change. Maybe it's the fact that you haven't been out in a long time, but leaving your depression nest tonight carries the uncanny feeling of stepping into the unknown. You're glad you took your manifesto, if only because leaving empty-handed would make you feel vulnerable. As it stands, you suppose whatever the closest thing to this is the closest to whatever me when I lose my okay. As it stands, you suppose this is the closest thing to a weapon you've ever had. There we go. And she's in the car.
Wow. No, this better not be the song I think it is.
Probably not. I don't think they put any copyrighted music in.
Okay.
I don't know. She's doing pretty good for driving drunk. There it goes.
Oh.
Justin Timberlake. Who?
Johnny Cameron.
Crazy.
Serious. I don't know if you saw in Endgame, but I said it earlier before.
Wait, hold on. Oh my! He shot at her.
No. Oh my god.
Is this a? Oh. Purple guy.
The she-they behind the slaughter.
Real.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought the title of that book said Juneteenth. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Nah.
This is crazy. Please tell me this is a dream.
No, this is actually happening. Remember she just got off the FaceTime call.
Yeah, I know, but I hope she at least crashed and fell asleep. Right? Doppel PNB's to some. Did she just jump? What is going on?
Why is the water so 3D?
And she escaped. What is this?
Yeah, she's hiding the evidence. She just killed a cop.
Oh. I thought she did that on accident. I was like, what?
I mean, even if she did, you're just gonna leave the cop car recording all the evidence?
No. I wouldn't.
You know, I would have
You-
changed my
you-
identity, Like my hair. god, wait. The way this shit just got so dark is crazy.
Yeah. And that was chapter 1.
That was chapter 1.
Oh, I can't say it. Yeah, that was just chapter 1.
Popping.
So how are we feeling?
This
That
is a
turn.
lot.
No, Sylvia, please, you can't fix her!
Like 1 minute everything was fine, and then we're talking about all this stuff, and then she gets shot at and technically kills the cop. Oh my god.
So, you just killed a cop and dumped his car in the ocean. Nice going, genius. The cold hand of justice will close around your throat soon enough. Whatever it is that justice even means these days. Maybe justice is what happens whenever people with power manage to punish whoever was trying to fight back a little for once. Maybe that's why you need a little more power of your own. Enough power to claim justice is what's happening when you're the one settling the score. Or maybe what you need is even simpler than that. Maybe what you need is the power of choice. So what will you do, Jeanne? You're a fugitive now, and it seems only 2 choices are available. You can turn yourself in, or you can run. Run like the wind and hide. Find Abby, dry yourself off, bury yourself in your work, and figure it all out later. Which will it be? What should we do?
I'm assuming surrender is the shorter path, so...
Absolutely insane statement, Sylvia. I'll have you know this is going on the record. That is going on the record.
I'm more interested in running away.
Alright, what about you, CK? Should we surrender or run away?
How we running?
Alright. Oh, well, sorry. I should have mentioned, the ability to make meaningful choices in this story can only be unlocked by a true successor. Unfortunately, that's not you. Not quite yet, at least. Don't worry, though. I'll check in again later when you've made a little more headway with this mess you got yourself into. Until then, do whatever comes naturally, I guess. I'm sure it'll all work out. Oh, man.
Please.
Chapter 2. Pranksis.
Oh my god, Animal Crossing music.
I can't see this being an Animal Crossing. You stand soaked and freezing, alone at the steamboat wharf at night. You just checked Uber and no drivers are currently available, which you could have guessed might be the case at this hour during the pandemic. Maybe you didn't fully think this plan through. No, you shouldn't second guess what you just did. Because of the momentary sogginess, you review the facts. Excuse me. A nasty cop fired a bullet at an unarmed drunk girl who just crashed into a tree. The bullet missed but traveled directly through her painstakingly written manifesto, which really might as well have been like taking a bullet straight through the heart. What sort of author would you be if you didn't feel this way? So you did what had to be done. You checked the dead cop for a body camera, but he didn't appear to be wearing one. You're not sure if this sleepy NPD even uses those. Well, you thought they were sleepy at least. You guess all police forces in quiet summer colonies seem sleepy until the bullets start flying towards drunk girls armed to the teeth with manifestos. But that squad car surely had a dashboard camera, so you had to do something. What were you going to do? Shoot the gas tank and blow up the car? That probably only works in movies. And the water is right there. You're completely surrounded by the stuff, actually. Now the only evidence linking you to the scene is your wrecked car registered to your name in the immediate vicinity of a dead cop without a squad car. Okay, that sounds pretty incriminating when you put it that way. You'll have to think about how to handle that, but more importantly, you really need to get out of here. You check Uber one more time, it says there's a ride available 6 minutes away. That's a relief. It'll give you some time to improvise an alibi. You dial 911 and think about what you're going to say before hitting the dial button. The dispatcher picks up and asks you about your emergency. You try to sound calm, because it's not a real emergency, not when it comes to the role you're playing right now. You're still cozy and warm in your apartment. You just don't know where your car is. Hey, I don't know if this is a real emergency, I just didn't know where else to call. I'm pretty sure my car was stolen today. The dispatcher goes through the motions, asking you for your name and other relevant information. No reason to hold anything back. You want them to know who you are so they can rule you out when they find the body on the wreck. You then continue weaving your improvised story. Yeah, so I think it might have been my abusive ex-boyfriend. He's been snooping around lately and has a spare set of keys. The fucker never gave them back to me. The dispatcher asks about him. Damn, you didn't think this far ahead. You continue spitting. Oh, his name? Sorry, I don't know if... I'm pretty scared of him. Not sure if I want to be on the record ratting him out. Don't you have, some witness protection shit I can do? The dispatcher explains that this isn't really how that stuff works, but they can send an officer over in the morning so you can file a police report. Oh, wow. No, I don't think, You really need to end this call soon before the wheels fall off of this attempted alibi. Hey, can I text photos to you? To 911 or the police? How do I do that? The dispatcher provides you with a number to text and you hang up. Your mind races for the right play. You panic and send the most recent photo which comes to mind. That probably was not the best idea. Maybe you should have just hung up after saying you were scared to give his name. But you just had to go further with the bullshit. Witness protection program? What the hell was that? Oh well, it's done. It's a small wrinkle in your alibi, but you think you've easily done enough to leave the police feeling confused about what happened tonight. Your Uber's here. Not a moment too soon. You're freezing and exhausted. Somehow, role-playing on the phone with a first responder has been more psychologically draining than exchanging gunfire with one. Whoa, I can't believe you actually came. I've just been watching my phone all night waiting for you to tell me you can't make it after all. Get in here, there's plenty to eat. Are you okay? Why are you so wet? You look soaked. Oh, yeah, I fell in a puddle on the way over. Oh, well, I don't know, man. She fell face first. You were right. I was too drunk to drive, so I just took an Uber. It's hard to find a ride this time of night. Oh yeah, I bet. So you fell in a puddle and got soaked head to toe. It was a big fucking puddle. Jesus. Why don't you go clean up? You can grab anything from my room to change into. Something dry. Something dry sounds good. Okay, I'll be right here. I'll heat you up some dinner when you get back. Oh man, oh god, you poor thing. Having a rough day, aren't you? Don't worry. You made the right call coming over. I'll take care of you. Thanks, Mom. She's a little too excited.
It looks scary. Uh-oh.
You can't bring yourself to tell her just yet. Tonight was too much, and you just need an evening to unwind without making Abby freak out about your cop murder. You're sure you'll get around to telling her later if you can think of the right way to break it to her. She's been too good a friend to saddle her with the disastrous karma you can't seem to avoid stockpiling. Or perhaps you aren't stockpiling karma so much as dharma, or maybe it's some chaotic juxtaposition of the two concepts. Maybe you've been key mashing your whole way through life, and only now is your soul reaping the autocorrected consequences of this haphazard practice. Gotta ditch this. You stash it in one of the bottom drawers underneath some junk. She'll probably never look in here. You guess you could have tossed the gun too, sent it to the watery grave along with the squad car. But now you're technically a fugitive. You trust the future even less than you did at the start of the day. There's no guarantee you won't need this again later. You didn't ask for this shit. Yeah, you guess you shouldn't have been driving drunk, but why should that mean you're suddenly dodging bullets from one of NPD's finest? Whatever, the pig is dead. But you know the matter isn't done with you by a long shot. It'll keep haunting you unless you start fighting back. This was the gift that departed officer gave you tonight. An albatross that'll hang around your neck for the rest of your life. But you suddenly decide not to see it that way. Oh, good night, Sylvia. The true gift he gave you was resolve. You're so pissed about it now, you know you're on the right track. Your ambivalence about rebooting your brand is completely gone now. In its place is the same rage and disgust which led you to write your manifesto in the first place. Rage and disgust for injustice, for the systemic evils of the nation, for the weakness and compliance which quell the righteous outrage of its citizens. Now, several years after its completion, there's even more to be mad about. Persecution from the miserable wretches online who cancelled you. The ensuing mental breakdown which caused your life to spiral until you ended up on this island. And now, on top of all that, an almost certain shitstorm brewing from law enforcement once they start piecing together what happened tonight. Well, they can do their worst. All the dirtbags out there can have at you soon enough, because you won't be hiding for much longer. Your brand is about to get a very serious facelift, and once you step into the spotlight again, from now on people are going to find it a lot harder to ignore what you have to say. You and Abby have a lot of work to do tomorrow. What the hell? Okay. Your name is Abby. It's pronounced exactly as it's spelled, so that's made life pretty easy for you. Another thing that made life easy is the fact that your parents are rich. Rich doesn't really do it justice, though. Most people who vacation on this island for summer are rich relative to the average American citizen. Your parents are billionaires. And not the kind that barely qualify. 1 billion has 10 digits. But they didn't seem content to stop at 10. Society was more than happy to oblige. They own the house you live in, which represents a minuscule rounding error in the grand scheme of their total net worth. Easy to forget about most of the year, and they would probably, if you didn't live here year-round. Growing up, you formed memories of this place strictly as a summer home. But after college, you decided to move in here permanently. Mostly because it keeps them out of your hair. It's not the most convenient place to visit, so they never bother until the summer rolls around. And this year, it's looking more and more like the summer as you once understood it never will. It's roughly 9 a.m., and you've just woken up. Later than yesterday, but that's okay. You were up late last night tending to your beleaguered friend, and even popular influencers need sleep in sometimes. Your bedroom is tidy, and you always notice if it isn't. You make sure to keep it that way to reflect well on your brand whenever this room is used as a backdrop for your content. Ordinarily, you'd reach for your smartphone first thing in the morning after an extensive routine of cooking breakfast, exercising, and feeding your beautiful horse. But right after all that, you go for your phone to check out the action surrounding your exceedingly well-trafficked accounts. But for whatever reason, today feels a little different. Instead, you decide to take in the environment. As a thoughtful influencer, you can't really spend too much time tweaking the appearance of the lifestyle you sell to the adoring public. Nothing is left to chance. Your posters are carefully chosen and arranged to broadcast the preferred aesthetic to your crowd. And that aesthetic turns out to be a simple composite of your interests, which, judging from this wall, appears to be BTS, horses, and well, that's about it. Your mind is a train that chugs along precisely two narrow rails. You'd almost be embarrassed about the single-mindedness of your enjoyments. But what can you say? You like what you like and you make no excuses. Your fans are nothing if not supportive of these twin obsessions. You get a little closer to a hanging graphic depicting your favorite boys. It's hard to resist basking in their glow every now and then. BTS is an extremely popular K-pop group, and you are a vocal member of ARMY, which is what the fandom calls itself. You estimate you spend the majority of your waking hours contemplating these 7 extraordinarily beautiful boys. Your bio says you're bisexual, but you often like to joke in your posts that you like women as well as exactly 7 men, and that's it. You are also an avid G-Cook truther, which is to say you strongly believe Jimin and Jungkook are secretly in love with each other, but you don't consider this a theory or even a particularly well-kept secret. The evidence is overwhelming, and those who refuse to concede to these stone-cold facts are blind, delusional charlatans. You've even written a manifesto on the subject, which, as you've told Z before, is something only crazy people do. But you are the one exception to that rule, since when it comes to this subject, you aren't crazy at all. Your eyes are wide open. Your wide open eyes wander to another poster featuring a number of majestic stallions. What else is there to say on the matter? You just plain fucking love horses. Nuff said. Yeah, you think so. Horses kick ass. The end. You meander towards your desk. Mostly cosmetic and hair supplies live there, plus some other silly stuff to keep things fun whenever you stream content from the station. Little conversation pieces, things for your fans to notice and comment on. Nothing from any fandom you're particularly interested in per se, but you are mindful of the interest of your followers, and you like to throw them little bones here and there. But when you're not streaming or doing yourself up for shoots, this here is the main reason you find yourself at this desk. You primarily use this laptop to write your fics. Lately, it's all RPF stories dedicated to exploring the alternate universe lives of your 7 favorite boys. Many of these fics get pretty racy. None of your fans have the slightest idea this is one of your hobbies. You have to keep a pretty tight lid on the habit since it's frowned upon in many of the fandom circles, to say the least. Okay, the truth is, you think you'd get crucified if it got out, but you're not much like Z and don't throw caution to the wind as she has in the past. Your brand is a tight ship, well, except when it comes to effusively sharing your sexual exploits with your followers. In that sense, it's quite a loose ship, but when it comes to writing fiction, that's a whole different can of worms, and heads will understandably roll if the wrong types of online stories were to be associated with your name. There's your horse. His name is David Hasselhoff. Your parents got him for you as a high school graduation present when he was just a wobbly-legged little colt. That makes him almost 10 years now. When you graduated from Harvard, the first thing you did was make plans to transport David to the island where you could reunite with him, and tend to him on your own in the summer home. He is by far your favorite family member, the very essence of quiet strength and loyalty. As for the silly name, it came with the horse. You had never even heard of David Hasselhoff before you had got him. You assume it's a pop cultural reference that boomers would get worked up about. But the way you saw it, who are you to fault them for their pop references? God knows you're prone to indulging in the references held dear by you and your peers, so you can't possibly begrudge your elders the same simple joy. Besides, you thought the name was cute. Your phone is buzzing. Who could this be? Oh, it's Z starting a video chat. Not out of the ordinary, but quite ridiculous in this context, considering she slept in your house last night. What's up? Hey, you're awake. Kinda. Why don't you come downstairs? I'll make you something. Check out this bitch who can't seem to stop feeding me. What did I even do to deserve this bed and breakfast shit? You do realize I suck, right? You've been living a very unhealthy lifestyle. I just want to help you recuperate before you sink back to your den of despair. I don't know if I'll be going back anytime soon. Your parents' huge bed is super comfy. I must say I enjoy rolling around on its extravagant expanse, getting my stank all over it. I feel like I'm marking my territory. I'm glad you're amusing yourself in there. I I pissed in it, actually, to really get the job done. LOL, no you didn't. Sure I did. Please tell me you didn't actually pee in my parents' bed. Well, no. Not yet, at least. I do have to pee kinda bad, though. Oh my fucking god. Will you get the fuck out of there? Come on. We're in the same house, this is dumb. Let's hang out. Tell me all about your big plans. Oh yeah, that shit. I almost forgot why I made the harrowing journey to your manor. Yes, I know you risked your life and limb to get here and fell into a huge puddle. I'm hanging up now. Come downstairs. Whose dick do you have to suck to get a mimosa around here? Mine. Well, if I must. But if that's how it's gonna be, then your bed and breakfast is about to get a Yelp review for the ages. Why don't you hold off on the booze a while? It isn't even 10 a.m. yet. Here, I will fix you some orange juice. What? I thought this was brunch. That's how you do brunch, right? Yesterday you were so drunk you were barfing in your macaroni and falling into puddles. Oh yeah, just slow down. My parents have a wine cellar which you can feel free to raid tonight. Wow, nice. The Yelp review just got a lot better. Good enough to bury the tawdry's dick-sucking lead at least? LOL. So, speaking of last night and falling into puddles, what about it? Well, you were completely soaked last night, but I noticed your manuscript was dry. Yeah, okay, so I lost my balance and I could tell I was heading right for the puddle. The huge puddle. Yeah, I didn't want my thing to get wet because, like, printing out another one would just be a fucking pain. So as I was falling, I used my quarterback arm and, like, launched it to safety, and then splash. Down I go, I see. Why is there a hole in it? Oh, that's a hell of a story. It looks like a bullet hole. Yeah, it is. I shot my own fucking manifesto. Huh? You mean last night? No. This was like years ago when I finished the thing. I remember my whole mental breakdown. Oh, damn. I mean, yes, you've told me the story, but I guess not all of it. The day I finished that thing, coincided almost exactly when all that was going down.
Go
Like,
cover up.
yeah, she's like lying her ass off right now. Like when my dad died and I dropped out of school and then completely fell apart and said all that crazy shit online, I also finished my manifesto and I guess I shot it due to going nuts. Saved it. Jesus. Well, you're the one who tells me only crazy people write manifestos. Is it really that surprising that I'd pop a cap in my own magnum opus? I guess not. I have no clue who was on that shirt. I guess not. I have to admit, I feel kind of crazy maintaining my own manifesto. But I don't think I would ever shoot it. That just means you can't all be that passionate about it. Oh, excuse me, but that is bullshit. I mean every word of it with my heart. You should read it. Abs, I'm not reading your sordid K-pop manifesto. Oh, why not? I'm trying to understand your stuff and help you with it. Because you don't need to sell me on anything. If you say that your boys, Jim Cook, are fucking each other, then I believe you. But there's so much to it. Yeah, and I believe it. Just let those boys be in love, you know? Good for them. I don't need it proven through your painstaking academic rigors. Okay, fair enough. Meanwhile, unlike you, I am intellectually curious enough to delve into another woman's delirious manifesto. Oh, you read it? A few pages, that is. What little I could glean around the gaping bullet hole. Haha, so what you think is, it's unsurprisingly quite intense. I'd expect nothing less. It's also very, clown heavy. Yeah, it's all about clowns. Wasn't this all just inspired by your Juggalo phase? I don't know about that. There are a lot of inspirational forces that went into this. Mostly all this shit came to me in a series of increasingly psychotic dreams in the run up to my mental breakdown. That's pretty hardcore. And now you want to turn whatever this is into your new brand? Yep. I'm fully committed to it. On a fucking mission. Well, cool. I mean, I remember you talking about it before, but it was always in the vague context of some crazy thing you wrote. Not something you actually wanted to do something with. So if I'm going to help you out, maybe you can explain it to me a little more? Mostly it's just a bunch of revolutionary rhetoric about how America and capitalism sucks and should be destroyed. Naturally, but the socialist rhetoric is repackaged to be like super clowny. Who doesn't love a good, nice clown? Fucking nobody. So that's it? Lots of radical left-wing philosophy, plus like everyone gets to be a clown? Basically. But there's a lot more to it. There's also tons of lore. Lore? Yeah, that's what my feverish dreams provided mostly. It's so much shit. I talk about where these ideas came from. The Jubilites originated on the planet Whimsifay. Whoa, a planet? So the Jubilites are like alien clowns. Yeah, well their civilization died millions of years ago, and their founder has been communicating to me through dreams. Not literally, I mean. I know they're just dreams, but that's what the lore says. Whimsifay. Or Whimsify. That's how it's pronounced, but it's spelled Whimsifay. Whimsify. Well, LOL, cool. I didn't know it was that deep. I guess this was just a whole creative writing project then, not just a crazy manifesto. Oh no, it's still crazy as fuck, but yeah, it runs very deep. I think with my new brand, I'll just release the whole thing sequentially, like in little bits, a few pages at a time. Okay, so where do we start? Well, obviously, the first thing I'm gonna need is a new clown Sona. Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, clowns are fun as shit. That's the whole point of them. Oh, man.
Yeah,
That's how... True. Not the creepy ones, though. That's how I envision rebooting my brand. I just start the fuck over. And then I come out with my clown Sona. I'm like, hey, this is me now. I'm a fucking clown. And I do a bunch of photo shoots. Oh. And that's my starting content. Once I establish myself that way, then I start rolling out the serialized manifesto content. Like, start pitching that to people and see if I can drag more enthusiastic new clowns into my tent. That sounds great. I can help you come up with a clown Sona. Maybe later I can make one too. Oh, I'd expect nothing less. You'd make such a lovely Jubilite. Wow, flattery will get you everywhere. It better, bitch. Oh, how about after breakfast we head up to my vanity mirror? We can give you a whole glow up. A clown up. Hell yeah. Alright, so now after this I better see your clown Sona.
What? My
Yeah.
Sona.
Your clown Sona.
Bet.
This needs to be better than my old Juggalo clown Sona. What did that look like? Did you have any photos? Probably, but it just looked like some edgy teen piss. You don't need to see that shit. It will contaminate our results. Didn't you also cosplay a long time ago? You should be an old hand at this. Maybe you don't even need my help. Yes, I did when I was a kid, but you don't have nearly the amount of gray makeup it would take to duplicate those results. Huh? Never mind. We won't be speaking of that. I just want to make some cool clown shit happen here. I think I want to do something with Z's. Z's? Like my name? Oh yeah. Here, let me try something. Oh, actually, that's fucking sick. You like it? Yes, I do. Abs, for a ridiculous bimbo, you can be a genius sometimes. I mean, I did graduate from Harvard, you know. Yeah, by fucking all the professors, right? Well, yes, but isn't that what you would do? Yeah, I rest my case. Here, let me mess with this look some more. Aw, look at you. This is so cute. It's not supposed to be cute, though. It's supposed to be badass. Well, it's that too, but mostly it's cute because I know who's underneath. Oh my god. What? I don't know. Maybe my clown Sona is working too well. You're already hitting on me. LMAO. But I always do that. I know. But now I've added clown pheromones to the equation. Could be dangerous. Perhaps. So is that it? You think you're done? With the face, yeah. But obviously I need some new ensembles. None of your clothes are gonna cut it because you're an absurd giant. And I don't want to go back to my place anytime soon because, well, I just don't. We could always go shopping this week. More places are open for business than you would think. Yeah, what about a name? What? Doesn't your clown Sona need a clowny name? No, I think I'll just keep my name, since it's already a name I gave to myself to replace my parent-given name. I'll rebrand and all, but I, won't keep name hopping like a fool.
Now you look scary as fuck.
Nah, I can see it. I can vibe with it.
No, Abby.
Oh, Abby. Abby's just, staring.
Yeah.
I know she's wearing lipstick, but it always looks like her mouth is open. It'll never not throw me off. I guess that makes sense. Some old haters will link my new brand with my controversial past, but I don't even really care at this point. They can take their best shot, but I'm not running anymore. Am I allowed to make up a clowny name when I make a clown Sona? Of course. That is strongly encouraged for all of those who choose to clown up. Oh, I know what I'll go with. My old screen name when I was a kid. Apple Pie. Oh, I see. Well, now who's the one being fucking cute? I guess it was me when I was 10 years old and playing Neopets. But also, it's still you in your cute clown makeup. You're right. It's a shame to waste all this clowny cuteness on my gay mother, who would think I was cute even if I took a shit right on her bedroom floor. Wow. So why don't we take the new brand for a spin and see what the people think? But you don't have your new fits yet. Whatever, I'll just take a headshot selfie. You want in on this? Oh, okay. You clear out your Instagram account, deleting the photos from your stale brand, and post the inaugural selfie showing off your new clown Sona. Abby cross-posts the same photo to her account and tags you in it. No going back now, the new brand has officially launched. The day slips by as you monitor the comments and feedback on your humble starter post. The reception to your clown Sona is almost universally positive. You can't tell if it's real praise or if Abby's followers are just being polite to her friend who's an obvious charity case and just got a nice pity shout out. It doesn't matter though, because at the end of the day, clout is clout, and you have to start somewhere. You've already had over 10,000 new followers, which seems like an absurdly high number to you. But when you consider you're just siphoning off of some of Abby's following of 3 million, it's just like a tiny drop in the bucket. Still, it's a strong start for only having posted a single clown selfie. And now it's up to your showmanship to build on it. Still clowned up, huh? Yeah, I'm living in the paint for a while, trying to get into character. There's a character? I thought your clown Sona was just you. The Jubilite Manifesto says your clown Sona is an expression of your truest self. Like a final form. Sounds like some anime shit. It totally is some anime shit. Well, it sure seems like people are enjoying your clown Sona. I think they're just being polite for now. It's all a bit patronizing. Your followers just like whatever you do, so of course they're gonna be nice to your weird clown friend. Well, I see how they really feel once I start rolling out my actual content. I'm really curious to see where this goes. I'll just keep giving you shoutouts until we can get your brand to take flight. I can't believe what a chicken shit I was being about following you. This could be so fun. The losers who'd have a problem with me supporting you aren't even worth my consideration anyway. Yeah, basically. And besides, nobody's even said anything yet. Maybe because nobody has connected me with my previously problematic identity yet? I suppose this is one advantage to clowning up. You keep the old haters guessing. The haters will probably catch on soon enough, and then we'll see what actual consequences that will have. I just don't give a fuck anymore. I hope they show themselves. It makes it easier for me to keep an eye on them. Yeah, whatever. Life is too short to worry about how the opinions of shitty people reflect on your reputation. We're just having some fun here. Speaking of which, looks like you found the wine cellar. Oh yeah. I highly recommend the 2016 Domain Georges Romier Miss. When I get you. When I get you.
To be fair, I was gonna say that too.
Oh my god. My favorite wine, Domain Expansion.
Drunk.
The main expansion, parents' wine cellar. Oh my god. I'm gonna spam the toothless Sakuna image at you guys now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try to repronounce all that again. That's a mouthful. Excellent vintage. If you say so. I don't actually know anything about wine. Neither do I. I just looked around the cellar and checked the prices online. This was the most expensive shit I could find. It goes for 17K a bottle. Really? The internet says so, yeah. I had no idea my parents pay such pricey stuff down there. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Don't they also have a bunch of fucking Bentleys in the garage? There's one Bentley and a few other cars, but yeah, they spend money on a lot of stupid things. Maybe we should have saved this super expensive wine for a special occasion, though. Bitch, this is a special occasion. Just a couple of friends hanging out for the first time in forever, clowning up and making plans to cause problems on purpose. You're right. If this doesn't count as a $17,000 night, I don't know what does. Cheers. Let this mark the beginning of a long and fruitful endeavor to exploit the living shift out of your parents and into their obscene hoard of ill-gotten wealth. I'll certainly drink to that. What else did you have in mind? Give me some time to build the brand first, then I'll let you know what's up. It's all related, you'll see. The suspense is killing me. I hope you're prepared to bring this level of showmanship to your new brand and not waste it all on me. You don't need to worry about that. You just keep supplying me with fresh new sims, and I'll play the role of ringmaster. Who's calling? Oh, nobody. They're on to her.
Uh-oh.
Just some fucking spam. A whole week later.
Okay, I got my account for Consona.
Yo, let me see it.
Put it in game.
Okay, actually, let's go back. So I'm gonna. Can I post it
Post it where?
on the stream? Let me see this consona.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys were talking a lot. What the fuck? You can't just take someone else's art for starters, and two, I'm not posting Quasi on the stream.
I didn't take someone's art. It's the picture stuff.
Oh, what's it? Damn, I forgot what it was called. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right, here we go. Let me save this. Uh, all right.
Get them out of there.
All right. This is Snow's Clown Sona. Great stuff. Actually, I'm just gonna put that right next to you.
No.
This is you for the rest of the stream. Good
Oh
enough.
no, that's so cursed.
We're gonna get CK Clown Sona next time we stream. Actually, yeah, CK, start drawing your Clown Sona. All right.
Let's see.
1 week later. After 7 days and nights of being supplied with a steady diet of fresh new simps due to Abby's enthusiastic hype combined with your newfound flair for social media ringmastering, your Instagram following has ballooned into a figure you can barely comprehend. Just over 500,000 new subscribers. This total was unfathomable to you at one point, but you have to keep reminding yourself this is a modest fraction of Abby's total fandom. They count as your fans too now, only by the promotion she has generously provided. The true test comes soon when you begin to flex your vision in front of a sizable starting crowd. You've begun releasing the introductory portions of your manifesto, which have been met with largely positive reception, if somewhat confused as well. While your new fans appear to be humoring your dogmatic content, they seem to be here for the novelty of your clowny e-girl stuff. You're rolling in more sims than you know what to do with. An almost limitless reservoir of thirsty boys would appear to be at your disposal for just about anything. Of course, they're mostly all the same eager simps who've been hounding after Abby for years, who seem more than willing to migrate to a greener, clownier pasture. And of course, as expected, a few old aunties have begun to surface as well, and they brought receipts. You knew they would. You simply delete some of the comments containing links to your previously problematic behavior, block and move on. The negativity is overwhelmingly drowned out by other more positive comments regardless. Absolutely disgusting person. If you stand this problematic piece of garbage, unfollow me now. Fire and clown emojis. Total shit. This is a relief to see, and it helps you rise above the hate. But you don't rise above it before you take note of every single hater and anti who smears you in the comment sections and elsewhere. You make sure to maintain a thorough list of every nasty piece of shit before you block and move on and benevolently rise above the noise. They are nothing to you now except motivation. She really has a hit list. Motivation to prove them wrong and to make them deeply sorry it ever even occurred to them to post unkind words about such a cute and creative clown girl with a sensational new brand. Your sharp rise on the coattails of your famous friend has all been good fun to monitor, but the fact is, you've barely begun revealing the good shit. And before you share that stuff with your new fandom, you'll need to make sure Abby's up to speed about the next phase of the campaign. Abby, we need to talk about Pranksis. What? Pranksis. It's the first critical piece of Jubilite doctrine. I'll be unveiling soon, but you need to know about it first. And much more importantly, you need to practice it. I do? Why? Because pretty soon this movement is gonna need money, and I mean an absolute fuck ton of money. As generous as you have been with your credit cards helping me buy new clothes and shit, that level of financing isn't really gonna cut it. But one of my credit cards has $1 million limit. Wow, a whole $1 million? That's cute. Cute? Z, you drive a fucking Kia! And yet, I am with one... I am with one with an exceptionally refined palate for expensive wine. And I also know $1 million is bullshit chicken feed number. You need to start thinking bigger. Maybe you should try to relax. Your account is off to such a good start. Between the two of our accounts, we could pull together some really good revenue streams. If you start stressing out about how it's all chicken feed or money or whatever, you won't have any fun. Wasn't that the point of all this? To have fun? Abby, you still don't understand. Pranksis is the very essence of having fun. And the more money you have, the more it multiplies the fun you're having. Okay, I'm sure that's true and all, but that's one of the points I've been trying to make with my parents. I've already been doing some serious numbers. I know I half-assed my business degree, but I've actually been able to translate my following into a pretty profitable situation, while having a good time doing it. So my parents can both go eat shit about my bad career choices. Words. Yeah, on top of the topic of your parents. What? That's what this is about. I thought this was supposed to be about Pranksis. This is also about Pranksis. Well, what the fuck is Pranksis? Pranksis is fucking everything. It's a mission-critical plank in the Jubilite platform. A central pillar. Actually, what most of my manifesto sanctioned clownery revolves around. It also happens to be the key to how I start bankrolling the fuck out of this jam. Alright, genius. So what is it? Well, you know what a prank is, yes? Do you know what praxis is? No. Oh, okay. Forget all that then. It doesn't actually matter for the time being. Let's talk about your parents. If you help me out with this, then that'll be the first real life lesson in praxis. When's the last time you talked to them? Oh, a couple days ago, actually. They rarely call, but they do keep an eye on my accounts. And I guess they noticed I've been doing something different lately. They sure do hate your crazy socialist diatribes. But I also have them believing that this is all just an act to own the libs or whatever. Like, good for ratings and all, but down the road, we're just gonna fuck with people about it and turn it into racket or something. It's just easier to deal with them if I tell them things like that. They think it's a good idea in theory, but wow, you sure do rile them up. This is all incredibly good, actually. Abby, you didn't even know, but you're quite naturally gifted with the art of pranksis already. I am? Yeah, this is perfect table setting, prepping the marks and all. So I don't even think I have much explaining to do here. I just need you to call them again soon. I already typed a bunch of notes for you to hit in your conversation. Haha, okay. By now, you've become considerably more familiar with the finances of Abby's family. Over the past week, you've pieced together a complete picture through questioning Abby and a few other methods of research. Their political activity was some of the easiest stuff to find. Over the last 4 years, they've been steadily making huge donations to the Trump campaign. But more recently, it looks like they've switched to becoming heavy Biden donors. You're sure it's not for any ideological reasons, but likely due to the entire Trump charade looking more like a sinking ship all the time, especially in light of the pandemic response and its economic fallout. You can tell this move must have been a bitter pill for her dad to swallow, and while he is kind of a dumbass, he's not so stupid as to let a perfectly hollow, easily corruptible president walk into office without making a whole bunch of his money first. The truth is, in the man's heart of hearts, you doubt he really gives a shit which senile rapist gets to run the show, as long as he gets to take photos with him at 50k per plate fundraising dinners. Goddamn. If you take a closer look at the companies which they own lots of shares in, it becomes pretty obvious the economic disruption has hit them pretty hard. Wild swings in their total net worth to the tune of billions. Their money people must have been moving the assets like crazy to protect what's left. It's hard to pin down their total net worth given the complexity of the holdings, but your recent estimates have it somewhere between $20 and $30 billion. But probably not for long, depending on the economy, of course, as well as what you and Abby can manage to put into motion with your revolutionary new philosophy known as praxis. So I just had a pretty long talk with them. They're really surprised that I called, but happy to hear from me. I never call out of the blue like that. That's good, what happened? I just went through everything you listed for me. But naturally, which meant I had to talk for a long time, just bullshitting away with small talk, so it didn't seem suspicious. That's great, see? I told you, you barely need any coaching at all. Come on, Z. Why are you so surprised I'm good at working my parents? I've been bamboozling these people my whole life. I bet. Go on. I finally got around to bringing up Bitcoin stuff again. Actually, it was really smooth because I already brought it up. What? Like a year ago? Remember that? Yeah, because I told you to. I know. Have you really been planning this for that long? At the time, I thought you were just having me do it as a goof. It was a goof, but it also served the double purpose of laying the groundwork in case we ever wanted to finally make that stuff happen. That's how you have to do it. Think long term and just make the most of the future opportunities as they present themselves. Or create those opportunities like we're doing now. Yeah, so I started babbling about Bitcoin shit again per your notes, but I still feel like I don't know what I'm talking about when I get into it. I know you don't. It's good you sound a little confused about it, because you are. You're not supposed to be an expert. This is just stuff you've been reading up on a little, and all you're doing is priming them, right? So are you really going to hack all my parents' money? Like, that wasn't just more of your outrageous bullshit all this time? Abby, this is what hacking is. It's like 90% social engineering. You need to be patient, plant all these seeds along the way, set up points of psychological leverage. When the time is right, you have like a little bit of low end programming ready to go. This is all a lot easier than it sounds. It is? Yeah, I've been doing a bunch of stuff lately. LOL, I bet you have. Over the last week, I've been micro targeting your parents on Facebook with ads for Bitcoin shit. Oh my god. For the service I want them to be using, of course. It's a real service, deals in high volume crypto transactions. The point is to get them to do real shit first, then get tricky with it a little later. I've also been emailing them shit that looks legit enough, kinda bombarding them with info. Offhand testimony from trusted people, other rich fucks spooked about the economy. Now you're one of the human levers, too. When the time comes, you're the one who pushes them to make the final move. Who are the trusted people? I mean, they're fake, it's all just me. I started a few fake chain emails, you know, the ones boomers love to reply and forward around. It's like catnip, they can't fucking help themselves. Put a ton of crap email addresses in the recipient field, including a bunch of people I know they're acquaintances with. Nobody too close, but the names of other rich people they'd recognize and listen to if they saw them babbling about crypto as a way to protect their billions in a dumb email chain. Wow. I actually did all this on a whim, being skeptical of the returns, but it's been working phenomenally. I got your mom to reply to one of these chains a few times credulously. I worked with her a little bit with one of the sock puppets, some other rich dude she's met. It's so easy to get those names. The Republican donor lists are kind of like a gold mine. Wait, you've been talking to my mom? Sure, why not? That isn't even the good part. Huh? After I got her interested enough in the subject, I had this dude kinda pull her aside. I deleted all the names from the chain and worked on her one-on-one. It got pretty flirty. It turns out your mom's a real saucy bitch. What? Bottom line is, she's sort of having an affair now. Sorry, Abs, your mom's getting a lot more side action from me than you could ever manage. Oh my god. Please don't be jealous. It's just some undercover spy work, like some James Bond shit. This breathtakingly horny Karen means nothing to me, I promise. I'm losing my mind. Well,
What
if
the
I...
fuck is going on, man?
Bro, it's getting out of control. Well, if I knew you'd be this hot and bothered by it, I would have just blind copied you on all the emails. I mean, I still could. You don't, I don't even, you're unbelievable. How do you even come up with stuff like this? Cool your jets, Abby. I already said what's going on. This is just a bit of playful pranksters, that's all. Not even that far along in the process, really. It's only phase 1. Phase 1? Yeah, I'm just setting them up. At the right moment, you, a trusted and beloved daughter who is famous and influential, will knock them down. Okay, I believe you. But how do I do that? Fine, I'll just walk you through the play. The thing to do for now is to wait for the right opportunity. Everybody is already spooked about the economy, so we pick our spot. When we do, we exploit their fears over more huge stock market losses to swoop in with the Bitcoin shit. And I work my angles too, like your mom. My chain email Romeo says he just shifted most of his assets to crypto to ride this out. Whereas, you're coming at it like an heiress. Just say you're trying to do your part to protect the family fortune. You push the same exchange site I've been pushing with my micro-targeting, so I get them to buy tons of bitcoins, and you hack the bitcoins. Well, there's more than hacking involved, just stealing. It's an exchange service. The exchange service really exists. It's a real way to buy coins, and you put them all in a wallet. Their financial people will agree to this. This is a sound way to do it. It's solid and vetted. I don't expect them to do anything their money guys wouldn't sign off on. We just step into the middle of the process, the part where your dad stores the shit in a single digital wallet. I designed the spoof wallet site that looks and functions exactly like one on the real site he's buying from. It's a similar URL. It even asks for a password first. Do you have this password? Oh, well, no. Don't you see yet? These are all mind games. You enter any shit in the login fields and it works fine, but he will enter his real name and password, at which point the games are over. Once I have that, I can do almost anything. But it doesn't even need to stop there. He could even go right ahead, feeling confident it's a secure site because it just accepted his password. Then he stores the coin data directly into my fake ass wallet. At which point he has just fucking handed the coins right over to me. It's basically phishing shit. People usually are more on guard for things like this, but not if it's trusted family members that are sending them links, being all like, cool, you're almost there, dad. Now open the wallet. Here's a link to that. Yeah, I see. And once the coins are ours, that's it. Their money's gone. I resell them, move the money around a bit, stash it in offshore accounts. My guess is, if we pull it off, it would be a long time before he even realized it was gone. And if that happens, I don't know, just blame hackers or whatever. Well, hackers did take it. Exactly. So, how much are we, going for here? Like, all their money? Probably not. No way anyone's pushing through $20 or $30 billion Bitcoin transaction. And they're money people would shit bricks if it was proposed. But you hype them up for as much as possible, whatever their guys can agree to as a sound diversification policy. Okay, Z, what are you even going to do with all this money? I have some ideas. Oh boy. Well, I can't wait to find out what they are. There goes the doorbell.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Who could that be? It's gonna start getting real in a second. Yep.
Jesus Christ, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Not as dead as Z is right now. And there goes chapter 2. I think I'm gonna stop here for now. That was a lot of reading, and I'm starting to stumble. Actually, I'll do the interlude first. Oh, there's no interlude. I can't save it. I'm gonna save here. And
Well, you didn't make a save file before you chose the turn in on for escape.
you don't remember the voice said you can't really make a choice. You don't have the power to.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, I guess, end it here, and we can pick this up again. You free Monday?
I'm free every day.
Alright, yeah, well, we can pick this up Monday, maybe a little earlier.
Oh, I might close that day, but I'll let you know.
Alright. Where is... Alright, that's all, for now. I'm really bad at closing my stream, absolutely atrocious at this. But, thank you for watching. We'll be back with this again at some point, pretty soon. Hopefully. Leave a follow if you like the content. You can also follow Snow. Snow, where can they follow you?
They can follow me home. Just kidding. Bye.
Wow, actually crazy. I put your name in the title. They can just click on it and follow you there. CK, where can they follow you?
They can just follow me on my Instagram.
Which
Good art.
Which is?
Captain Kid X101 on Instagram.
Awesome. You could also follow me on Instagram. I post art once in a blue moon.
Art's really good.
It's okay. Satan's _ Satirica _ art Instagram. I'm gonna post the
really great art.
Thank you for that. I'm gonna put this VOD up on YouTube. Link should be somewhere in the bio. And thank you for hanging around. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you.